Today we're going to work with a new verb tense, and this verb tense is called the present perfect. Now you may have worked with some other verb tenses like the present or the preterite, the future, the conditional, the subjunctive, the past subjunctive. But today what we're going to do is look at the present perfect. And the present perfect is a way of saying what has been done. And here are the key words: has been done. Well, the first thing we need to know is how do we form it. And so to form the present perfect, we need to use a form of the auxiliary verb haber, which means to have, with the past participle. So since we are in the present, let's go ahead and conjugate haber in the present tense. And let's not forget that in Spanish, the H is silent. So if we were to go through and pronounce these, it would be has, a, hemos, habéis, han. So that H we don't hear. So the first part that we have when we're forming the present perfect is a form of haber. And then the second part is a past participle. In our past participle, we will always keep in the masculine singular form. For example, abierto, cerrado, comido. This tense is to say what has been done, or what hasn't been done, depending on your perspective. So we could say, you're at your birthday party, and everybody's having a good time because they brought you a lot of gifts, but someone shows up late and they ask you, have you opened your gifts? And then you could come back and say, well, no. A form of haber no he abierto los regalos. In this sentence right here is perfect. No he abierto los regalos. But what if you were speaking and you didn't want to repeat los regalos? You wanted to avoid that repetition. Well, because it's a direct object, we could replace los regalos with los. And we can do this in any tense. And so we would take that los, and where do we put the los? Well, it goes before the conjugated verb. And so in this instance, we want to think about this entire chunk right here as the conjugated verb. So we would put this right here, and we would say no los he abierto. Two final words that I want to give you are some key words that will help us when we're using this tense. And one of them is ya, which means already. Another one is todavía no, which means not yet. So if we go back to our example that we were using just a little bit earlier, and your friend comes to your birthday party, and originally he said, ¿Has abierto los regalos? Have you opened the gifts? He could have said, have you already opened the gifts? And we could put that ya right here if we wanted. ¿Ya has abierto los regalos? And you could say, no, not yet. So we would say no. Todavía no. And here's our second no. He abierto los regalos. Or no. Todavía no los he abierto. The present perfect. A form of haber plus your past participle. Haber in the present tense is has, a, hemos, habéis, han, and we remember that we don't pronounce our H in Spanish. Two keywords that will help us extend our ability to communicate would be ya and todavía no. Alright, go out and try a few on your own and let me know how it goes. Suerte!